down. Very good. Perfect. See that? Very smooth, right? And for the ones that touch the snake, after the program, you can wash your hands right back there at the sink. Then you have the real large rattlesnake that can be found in the western portion of North Carolina, and it is endangered, meaning very closely watched. That's the diamondback, eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Very large, can get up to 78 inches long. So longer than I am tall. Then we have what most people refer to as the water moccasin. This guy right here, the cottonmouth. Cottonmouth. He gets his name from when you encounter one and get close. A lot of times they'll throw that mouth open and you can see the inside of it. It's really white like cotton. Then we have the most commonly seen venomous snake in southeastern North Carolina, the copperhead. And last but not least, and this on a different board because it's a unique venomous snake. It's over here with most of your non-venomous snakes. It is an egg layer where all the other venomous snakes are live bearers, meaning they have their little baby snakes. They come out looking like snakes. These guys lay eggs from which the little baby snakes hatch from the eggs. Okay, the last, number 6 venomous, is this guy right here. Also on the endangered list. I know in Carolina Beach State Park they see these guys regularly, but we do not see them around here. And that is the eastern coral snake, a real unique snake, eastern coral snake. And if you look right over here, we have another species of snake that looks similar to the coral snake, but this one is non-venomous. This one's venomous. And the way you tell the two apart is your venomous coral snake, the red band will touch the yellow band. So red on yellow, hurt a fellow. Red on black, a friend of Jack. Red on black, a friend of Jack. Red on yellow, hurt a fellow. So your coral snake will always have the red band touching the yellow. Your scarlet king snake will have the red touching black. So if you keep that little saying in mind, you can tell the two apart. All right, so that's our 6 venomous snakes. And the way to tell the difference between, number 1, the best way is to educate yourself and be able to identify them from a distance. We never want to get close to snakes, okay? If you see a snake in your yard, you tell mom or daddy. You don't get close. Even though you ID it as a snake the ranger was holding that day, and you know that, we still don't want to touch it, okay? Because they can still, some snakes look very similar to the venomous snakes, and it's very easily misidentified. non-venomous, not very good because you have to get really close. One is the shape of its pupil. A little black part in its eye. If it is round, it's a non-venomous snake. If it is cat-like, it is a venomous snake, most of the time. This guy here that's on the separate board from all the rest of the venomous snakes, he is an exception to that rule. His pupil is round, so it's not 100%, but most of the time they have this diamond-shaped pupil, they're venomous. Okay, way number 2, the shape of its head. Usually, your venomous snakes, the one on the bottom here, will have a more triangular shaped head, wider shaped head. Non-venomous is the one at the top, okay? But there again, your coral snake has a really tiny head, so that doesn't work for him either. Most of these snakes, their major diet is rodents, meaning rats, shrews, moles, even baby rabbits, some of your larger snakes, baby rabbits, squirrels. In captivity, we feed these guys the other 2 live mice. We put them right over here in the second little aquarium. We feed them in there. We buy live mice just as they would, try to, just as they would in the wild. We try to provide that for them. All 3 of these snakes were raised in captivity. So the protocol here at the park, if we catch a snake in the park and want to use it for a program, we can do that for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, we have to go release it right back to where we caught it. So, all right, snake number 2, non-venomous snake. Very beautiful snake. Unfortunately, he's often killed because of his color and just the way he looks. Some people think he may look like a copperhead or look similar to one of the venomous snakes. I think people associate bright colors, red, with danger, and automatically think it's venomous. But this guy is non-venomous, got a beautiful pattern on his belly. And that's one way I heard he got the name. You know what kind of snake this is?
No, but I was going to say he might be an albino snake.
No, he's not albino. This is a corn snake. This is a corn snake. You can find them on this board right here, down at the bottom. The corn snake. You can imagine this guy, if we were to go stick him out under the pine trees on that orange pine straw, he will disappear. Very good camo in southeastern North Carolina. He blends in very well. The corn snake, I heard 2 ways he got his name. One was this guy was often seen around the farmers' grain bins where they keep their corn when they pick it. Raise your hand if you can tell me why this guy would be around was he there eating the corn? Was he at the grain bins eating the corn? What was he there eating? You know?
Rats.
Exactly. He was there eating rats and mice. So he was helping the farmer. A farmer picks the corn, sells the corn, or uses the corn to feed his animals, or sells the corn to get money to live. So this guy was there helping him. He was eating the mice that were eating the corn. So we found that out. It's good to have these guys around. As I was saying earlier, they help us more than they do hurt us. if you look at the underside, it's white and black. Around October, you'll see some corn, the ornamental type corn with the white and black kernels on it. They said that the snake was named because of that. Underside looks similar to that ornamental type corn. So whoever the first person to find the snake a long time ago said, we'll name him a corn snake. That's a neat thing. If you find an animal in the wild that has never been seen before, you get to name it. And that's what happened to this guy. He was named a corn snake for one of those two reasons. He's non-venomous. He's using that tongue. He's trying to figure out what you guys are, if you're a danger or not. All right. For the folks that want to touch a snake, I have some very specific instructions. What I want you to do is, when I come by, I want you to take one finger and stick it up like this. And when I come by, I want you to take that one finger and rub down the snake, okay? I want you to grab the snake, because if you grab the snake, all in here are hundreds of little rib bones, very easily broke. If you break them, it hurts him, and if he's hurt, he bites. So one finger down. We don't want to rub up because that's going against the scales, and that'll hurt him too. So we go down like this. And you can see for yourself that snakes are not slippery, slimy critters like most people think. They're cold, and they're very smooth, but not slippery and slimy. So take your finger and raise it up like this if you're interested in touching a snake today. Now we'll control the head of the snake very good, so you don't have to worry about that. Go down, there you go. Perfect. See that? Very smooth, right? And for the ones who touch the snake, after the program, you can wash your hands right back there at the sink. They can carry some bacteria on their bodies.
I don't blame her.
That it? You like to touch?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Is the other one a corn snake too?
Hmm?
Is the other one?
It is. I'm gonna get him out. He's a corn snake also. He's just a little smaller. He's younger. And he has a name. This is one of the ranger's snakes. His two daughters have given it a name. They call this guy Popcorn. He's a corn snake, and they named him Popcorn. Same species as the last one, just a little smaller. He's colored a little different because he's younger. He's a little more orange. His colors pop a little more.
When do they calm down like that? Because we were looking at getting one
Yeah.
last year,
Uh-huh.
and we were looking at them at the pet store, and she was like, "Well, I don't recommend a corn snake because look, they don't like you to hold them." And she
Right.
took one of the babies out for us, and she had to constantly, it was really fast. And
Well, corn snakes are usually a pretty good species of snake to have as a pet. It's just as a young, I guess, they just don't know any better. They're in those little tight spaces, so when they let them out, they're ready to. So if you put them in an aquarium like this, a little more space,